Hi Lucy, how have you found utilising the apprenticeship programmes in your organisation?
It's been a really easy transition. The apprentices figured out what worked best for them in terms of specifically their off-the-job hours, putting that into into their job role within the hours in the day. But generally a really easy transition, getting them onto it. And as a business, obviously we helped accommodate what worked for them across the 3 different businesses across the group. Each person found what worked for them, so a really easy transition.
Brilliant. How have you tailored like the structure and the duration of the sessions, and how does it fit into the business?
So, trial and error in terms of, like I said before, and like Lauren mentioned, in terms of the girls that we had on the last cohort were from different parts of the group, so different job roles, different responsibilities, so making sure that it worked for them. They started off doing it slightly different, it didn't work, so they then trial and error in terms of doing it different ways. They eventually found within a couple of weeks the way it worked for them, ensuring that that was okay with their tutor, obviously speaking with us as their mentors and making sure that it worked for them. But yeah, trial and error, and eventually they figured out, again, like I said, within the group, making sure it worked for their managers, the mentors and the tutor as well that they've got.
How have you integrated like productive work experiences? How does that fit into their job role?
So the guys on the last cohort completed the Customer Service Apprenticeship. The guys in that role are already doing customer service, so generally integrating with their day-to-day roles and responsibilities. They've obviously got the experience behind them. It also opened doors in terms of speaking to different people within the group. And their knowledge of things going on behind closed doors that maybe not other people were aware of, getting in contact with our director in terms of getting their assignments completed, but yeah, solidifying their responsibilities and making sure that what we're doing as a business obviously is all good in terms of that.
Brilliant. And with the mentorship, what sort of responsibilities is there with that, and how do you select mentors for the apprentices?
So the way that we did it for the last cohort was in terms of if they've had a previous buddy within the company. So say for example they've started off as a new starter, part of the induction period within some of the teams is that they're assigned a buddy, they have training with that person, and that was mainly how we figured out in terms of being close to that person. They would find it easy to open up with their struggles if they were having any such as that. Again, it would be maybe their performance coach, it could be somebody within the group that they generally feel more closer to, but 9 times out of 10 it was a buddy that they had before, or somebody within the learning and development team that could put that time aside to hone in on them specifically.
Yeah, fantastic. And how would you say your experience has been with Educationwise so far?
Amazing. In terms of, I was a mentor for myself and Natalie were mentors for the girls who have just completed the cohort, and honestly it was absolutely amazing. We were specifically in touch with Deborah, who was the girls' tutor, and I was involved in all of the progress reviews. If there was any issues, if there was anything that was needed from both parties, from either the apprentices or from Deborah or anyone from Educationwise, the communication was completely open. We had a Teams chat which we were all involved in. The girls would obviously update on what their assignments they were working on, and what bits of information they had. We'd make sure that they were involved in all training or coaching, any sessions like that, but just keeping everybody updated and making sure obviously that they felt they could come and speak to anyone if they needed to. Yeah, amazing in terms of working with the guys at Educationwise.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.